Yes, Shashank. We're very much looking forward for the seventh soul lesson from you. Yes.
Yes, definitely. Me too.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So, we shall go ahead, Shashank.
Okay, sure. So, good evening, friends. Welcome again to the Soul Lessons. Sharing today about the seventh Soul lesson, and we have learned, like, just we recap every time. So we have learned that we are the divine, immortal beings. So we always need to be in this consciousness, and we have also learned about thoughts, emotions, and our creative powers. And we also learned in the last weeks about the power of the present moment, to live in this present moment, and that creation begins with our thought, and creation also happens in this present moment. And with that, we again go to our source, the source of our power, which is meditation, which is this present moment. So I request every one of you to gradually clasp your hands, cross your feet, and close your eyes, and observe your normal, natural breath. Let everything slow down by observing your natural breath, and your body automatically relaxes with each breath that you take. Just inhale and exhale, and be this witness of this amazing breath. Let the music you're in the background, and you be the witness. Let the thoughts come and go like clouds. You are the witness. Last 5 minutes, be in this emptiness, be with the breath. Last 40 seconds, bring this amazing awareness that you're a divine, immortal being and a co creator with the divine. Bring this amazing energy from the center. You are this present moment, and all the creation starts from this moment. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You may slowly put your hands on your eyes, taking all the energy in, fully rejuvenated. Thank you so much, friends. Whoever wants to continue, please go ahead. We'll now read the seventh soul lesson. Thank you so much for this amazing meditation. And today's seventh soul lesson is divine energy flows through you, not from you. So our great guides will continue through the order. The power to create flows through you, not from you. This force comes from your higher divine self, not from your personal ego. That part of yourself blocks manifestation while your essential being channels it. Your inner intelligence is your power source, and it gives you the energy and ability to express your full creative potential. Setting your ego aside and connecting to your sacred consciousness plugs you into your wellspring of ideas, possibilities, and abundance. So here, author also shares some of her experiences, and she also tells that this was a really challenging concept to grasp. One of the experiences that she was discussing with her very good friend of hers about a lamp that is in his closet, and she will ask, why do you have such a beautiful lamp but hidden in your closet? The friend replies, that's a good question. Why don't you take it out, plug it in, and set it over the table? So the author lifts that, take the lamp outside, and finds out the cable is cut and the plug was missing. So she said, there isn't a plug at the end of this cord, so I can't turn it on. Exactly, says the friend. No matter how beautiful this object is, unless it's connected to energy source, it can't express what it was made for. So as handsome as it was designed for energy to flow through it so that it could turn on and properly light the room. So this is a simple example that everything is designed so that there is an hidden energy that can give the potential for the creativity to come out. The guides further explain, you have the ability to manifest things because you channel divine power. As a co-creator with the universe, you have been given the power to set up the perfect conditions for creativity to flow, but it comes through you from the higher self, not from your ego or personal will. Reflect on the forces in nature. For example, when you choose to cultivate a garden, you select the flowers and plants, pick the location, till the soil, put the seeds in the earth, and protect them while they germinate. But you do not personally grow anything. Divine Spirit moves through nature, causes the garden to blossom. You provide the ideal conditions for the plants to thrive, But for the process to succeed, you must then step aside and let sacred intelligence do its work. Apply these same rules to all of your creations. You can use your intelligence, emotions, and imagination to shape and form something you desire, but then you must turn to your inner wisdom in order to manifest it. Your ego can watch and learn, but it cannot direct the process. And this is where the author again gives so many examples, like the real life examples where people have really like stopped themselves by not connecting with their higher self. There's a level of surrender to accept that there is a divine power in them, and inspired, and instead of that, they were more anxious and wanted full control over their life circumstances. And that's what the author gives some more examples for us to understand. But we continue with the guide's message. All important innovations in art, music, and even science have been manifested through the higher self. It is your link between unlimited divine potential and your personal latent abilities. When you recognize and allow the power of this light to flow through you, your creative possibilities become limitless. Without the divine inner being, very little or nothing gets accomplished, at least nothing truly creative, empowering, or filled with light and brilliance. Without the core power in charge, you remain trapped in yesterday's creations instead of fulfilling today's dreams. We learn soul lessons at our own pace, and some are some are hard, some are easy. So instead of manifesting anything new, your ego repeats patterns. This is not creative. You continue to experience the same disappointing relationships, money problems, health issues, dead end jobs, boredom, unhappiness, and misery you already know. The ego is quite masterful in recreating these loveless, lifeless ruts. The only way to break through them and tap into your divine power is to turn every intention and vision over to your spiritual source immediately and keep them there. Affirm daily, higher self, I leave it to you. I am your faithful servant and open to your way. Then allow it, relax, let go, be open, and trust this sacred part of you do the work. The minute you learn this, you will never again be burdened by your mind, nor will you be stumped or arrested in the pursuit of your desires. Your internal wisdom will find the way and the means to fulfill your creative intention. You simply need to follow its guidance. Now you can apply the lesson. So here it is, friends. We get the four types of student, like student, apprentice, journeyman, and master. If you have never heard of your higher self, find the idea of turning your ego over to a greater power strange or so controlling that you cannot imagine surrendering anything, or lie awake at night with your mind going in circles, trying to figure everything by your own, but without any success, then you are a student. If you have heard of the concept of a divine inner being and find it comforting thought, but are reluctant to put any serious faith in it, appreciate the idea of having a sacred power, yet worry too much to let it take over, then you are an apprentice. If you know that your higher self is a genuine power and have experienced it taking over from time to time, find yourself worrying and thinking less and having more trust that your inner wisdom will handle life, feel bursts of inspiration, and have the courage to follow your intuition. Then you are on your way to journeyman. If you are fearless in your vision and find power, courage, willingness, and joy in being certain that your higher self will deliver, know in your heart that your what do you focus on will come to pass if you leave it to your divine soul. Feel unlimited in your creative possibilities and trust your essential intelligence. and sleep peacefully at night and wake up with uplifting, inspiring ideas, then you're on your way to master this lesson. So these are the four types, friends. And finally, the author gives her own tips. If you identify yourself, you are a student. Remember that you have a higher self. Start asking your inner wisdom to take over. If you are an apprentice, visit museums, study architecturally significant buildings, walk through the nature, and listen to music, and see if you notice the divine forces present in these works. Repeat the daily affirmation: Higher self, use my mind, heart, and body to serve humanity and create to my fullest potential. Or write a similar one of your own. If you are a journeyman, intentionally let your higher self take over at work by brainstorming, relaxing control, playing, and praying. Blend, flex, take a yoga class or dance to the music of your favorite band. Anything that gets you to move and loosens your ego's tight hold on you a little more. If you are in your way to mastering this lesson, thank your inner wisdom daily for its continual flow of support and blessings, and notice how this multiplies them. Ask your divine essence to feed you new and creative ideas every hour. Thoroughly surrender to your higher self and give your thinking, controlling, worrying mind a permanent vacation. Your soul's lesson: turn everything over to your higher self. Your soul's purpose: to allow your higher self to lead your life. So that's it, friends. Thanks a lot for listening this amazing, amazing lesson again. And thank you for this meditation. Personally, I really like this. I really remember when I first came to Germany for my masters, like how my really, you can call it higher self or inner intuition, pushing me even though I didn't believe in the beginning. It really pushed me, and there is always a meaning behind when it pushes and when you act on it. And second experience, when I was learning skiing here in Germany, staying on the top of the mountain. This really really fearful, and it's really terrifying to be alone on this mountain. And I really talk to my higher self that, hey, higher self, you know everything, you know that I am capable. Yeah, these are the two experiences that really helped me, and this also helped me to be a better skier and yeah, tackle my fear. So that's my experience. I would love to hear your experiences or further comments. Thank you.
Hi, Shashankji. This is Anjali from Bonn.
Hello, Anjali ji.
Hi, I'm a
Hi.
yoga teacher, and I very often experience that what you were just now saying. Because when I start my sessions, I always do a guru mantra and invoke my gurus. And my intention through those mantras is to let that higher energy flow through me. And very often, when I'm doing those sessions, there are things that are being said and knowledge that flows through me, which I'm very sure that I don't really know of. And very often it just comes, and I wonder where did it come from. And when I go back and look at it, it is actually the right knowledge, it's the right truth. So it's not something that I'm making up, but it's also not something that I inherently know is part of me or I've read something somewhere. But in that moment, when I let it flow, it does really come, and it's a very interesting experience that, so when I have the possibility to put my ego at the back bench and let that divine energy flow through me, it always surprises me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Anjalaji. It's what exactly have been written in this book, and some of the experiences that author shared.
Mm,
Um, yours is the same, and it's. I'm very happy to hear it live. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Madhuka or Ram, Madhuram.
Yes, 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 it's me. It's me,
Yeah.
Shashank. So wonderful, wonderful, and another wonderful soul lesson, Shashank. I like the statement you started with. Divinity comes through you, but not from you. It's a wonderful, wonderful statement. It reminded me of this book called Prophet. Children come through you, but not from you. So
Mm,
where Khalil Gibran writes. So here in this soul lesson, you were sharing about the ego and the higher self. So I'll tell my story because I'm an artist by profession. I paint, and what happened is before coming into meditation or spirituality, I was working with the mind and my ego, always trying to satisfy others whether they will like it or not. But the moment I started meditating, I started seeing visions, or I started seeing colors, and I just connected with my higher self or the universal mind. And from there, it just pours. I just wonder sometimes, where is this art coming from? I'm sure, my older self is not like that, and it's very new, because the moment I accepted, acceptance is the key. And when you surrender completely to that divinity which is inside you and the divinity outside, and then
mhm.
everything flows, through you, and you're just like a medium. And I experienced a lot, not only in the art, as Anjali ji was sharing her experience. I was also when I was living in Egypt, it was in the year of 2010 or 11. That was the time where we started sharing about meditations in there. And there was this deep interest that for me to go to the schools and to share about meditation. That's how I went to one very nice school over there. And there, everybody, the teachers and even the principal, they came into this meeting room and they started interviewing me. And I don't know anything about meditation. That was the recent times I started practicing. And these only my I wanted to share whatever I know. But the questions they have put me, and where these answers came from till this date, it amazes me, and how they did accept it. And how we all sit in the in the playground, and we all children, there were 100 and sometimes 150 children in the playground. All together we put music and we meditated. So the moment you drop your ego, you are connected with your universal mind. So that's why we should never work with the local mind. Local mind is always ego. It works with the ego. It wants to be in the authority, or like I'm good, I'm the best. But when you connect to the universal mind, you always say, it is coming through me. I'm just a medium. I just accept and I just surrender to that. So, yes, yes, Shashank. And even in the book Thinking and Destiny, Patricia speaks about
Mhm.
this wonderful concept about the local mind and the universal mind. So when you are sharing this soul lesson, it reminded me of that. And it's really true that if our plug is not connected to the thing, and it's like where is this divinity coming in? We
Yeah.
should always be connected. The moment we are connected, it just comes through us. The electricity passes through us, and then there comes the light. So the metaphor, the example the author had shared is really wonderful. So thank you so much, Shashank. I'm really, really enjoying the soul lessons, and there are, I think, 14 more, I guess. So
Yeah.
so very much looking forward for all the sessions. So thank you so much, ma.
Oh, thank you so much, Akka. It's amazing explanation that you gave. Wow. Just
Thank
want
you.
to listen like that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Shashank. Yes.
So I see Sumati ji.
Thank you, Sashank ji. Thank you, Master, for a wonderful insight. I've not been there from beginning, but thank you so much. Yes, I agree with you that, and as the author mentioned, if we drop down our wings of ego and look what's within us, I think there's so much that is going on and that's been coming to us. As a teenager, now when I reflect back, I think there was always higher self there, but we just don't listen hard. That's my experience
Yeah.
because you are just in your, family life as a daughter and you're growing up. I think there was always, as a teenager, there was a higher self guiding me, but I never knew. But as I grew up and when we meet more and more challenges, I think I I was awakened by all these higher self. And one thing I want to share with my friends here and masters here, I I dropped my ego a lot. My husband would tell me that, do you not have pride? Do you not think about this? But I don't because I forgive people. And true enough, the insight that I've got from my higher self was more and more in every aspect, in every aspect. Even to think back about the existence of me in England, um, I'm basically a Malaysian. Malaysians are very comfortable. Um, and because y- you get the best of both worlds, as with Singapore, it's really stringent. I don't know if you've been to Singapore and Malaysia. And, it's,
I just had a little bit Singapore, yeah.
okay, good. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with Singapore, it's so rigid. With Malaysia, it's so damn cool. And
Yeah.
yes, discrimination is there, but where is there no discrimination? There's more discrimination in India than anywhere else within the same community, with the caste system.
Mm.
Whereas in Malaysia, it's the three community, the Indian, Chinese, and Malay Muslim.
Mhm.
So when I first got married, I'll share my personal experiences. My husband got a job in Singapore. I refused to go, with him. I said, no, I'm not leaving my mom and dad because I was in India for so many, many years. And I gave a very, 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 very shallow excuse. I say, I'm not going to give up my car because in Singapore, the system is so good and the car park and the hire is so, so expensive for a car park. And he says, I told him, I don't want to do that. He said, no, you can always get the public transport. And he also told me, oh, you can fly down every weekend and see your mom and dad. I said, no, that's not going to work. Yes, the man will say, yes, you could do that. But do you think it's practical to fly, every weekend? Whereas when I was in Kuala Lumpur, I would go down, on a Friday and then come back on a Monday, because my husband was also studying. And then he got a job offer in Stratford upon Avon. And I said no again. And then he got a job in Baden, Switzerland. So I went with him for a holiday and I said, I'm not going to, this is quite creepy as I say this. Honestly, I just, oh gosh. I said, I'm not going to stay in a country where they're going to speak Spanish in one border, French in the other border, and German in the other border. I'm not going to stay in such a country. I mean, maybe UK, it's okay. Honest to God, I never thought of anything because I'm so comfortable in Malaysia. Why should I leave that country? But
Mm.
because I'm married to an Indian man, with due respect to all of y'all and Malaysian men, I mean, the Indians, because of the the balance and the opportunities that are quite limited. Your aspiration is far more higher than the Malaysians because we are in comfort zone. I mean, please don't mistake me. So he just want to thrive and thrive and quit. And of course, being in Malaysia, you don't get your permanent residency like you can get in America or UK, where transparency is there. It's not like that in Malaysia. Everybody knows it. The immigration system is such. So obviously he wants stability. And it was the same company's job transfer that he picked up. So I said no to all the job offers. And when the fourth one came, he never told me. So in 2004 August, he got the job offer. And this man whom I was married to for years never told me. And in April, he told me that he's going for a meeting in London. I was
Hmm.
shocked. I said, "What is all this about?" "No, it's about a job." Now, my father was a retired headmaster, and he always, obviously, he was born, bred. We were the fourth generation, Indian generation. Obviously, my great great grandparents migrated from South India. So, dad would never have given us a blessing because he was so staunch in Malaysia, the system in Malaysia, everything was fine, and why would you want to leave? But it's so strange. When the fourth job offer came, my husband never told me. And I thought to myself, Sumati, when this man you're married to did not breathe a word for so many months, this man really needs a job. And he doesn't trust you because you've always put a barricade to Singapore, to UK, to Switzerland, and he just doesn't trust you. And I thought the day he never told me this, he must be wanting it so much. And I thought, I don't want him to regret in his deathbed tomorrow that I never went because of you. So he never told me, but he's telling me at the right time. And that's the time my dad too actually gave us the blessing. Till then, he thought it's just we just have to be in Malaysia. So being a Hindu woman and a wife, I just said, okay, it's my duty. And I came off. When I came off, I went to the temple, the Ganesha temple here in Birmingham, Balaji temple, sorry. I just cried to Ganesha because it was tough. Life was so tough. I couldn't take the cold. It was a nightmare. Kids were fine because we moved in when the kids were 4 and 7. But it was a night. Muthu was fine. My husband is Muthu. He was fine. Um, but it was so hard for me because I was a lecturer to two university. I had my own private practice. I had a 24/7 living inmate. I had my mom and dad who could come and visit me, and I would visit them. And life was so beautiful. And it was hard. Just like in India, you have all the support system, and there was no one. It was really, really hard. I know I went to the temple and I actually cried. And I thought, God, I just leave it to you, whatever you have for me. And then, to cut the long story short, after a few years, I brought in a new treatment into this country, which no one brought in. And I fought tooth and nail, locked heads with great surgeons, gastroenterologists, who sneered at the treatment for dysphagia, that is, patients who can't eat and drink and swallow. I brought that into the country. I had lots of arguments with my husband, loads and loads of arguments, who thought I'm crazy because I didn't want to take up the job in the government. But I didn't want to take up the job in the government because I didn't want, to start from scratch. It was difficult for me to be somewhere to, on top, to come down and to leave my kids just for money to go to be posted in different states. I didn't want to do all that thing. So I just balanced and I worked on bringing this treatment into this country, which was not there. And I'm the pioneer and the founder. And my husband was really against me devoting all my time for this treatment because I was sacrificing my income to do this. And I would have spent so much of my time, valuable time, which I do not want to quote what it was. It was crazy. So for a husband who's an immigrant, of course, the money is important, isn't it? Because that's your
Hmm.
resource. But I think it was my higher self.
Wow.
I think it was only my higher self. And for this brown skin to bring this treatment into this country, I don't think history can erase that. And what I went through was really, I mean, I could have gone for a conference and the gastroenterologist and someone would be mocking at my patient because my patients are released in newspapers. And there would be another speech and language therapist or pathologist who would say, what about this stroke patient? What about this brain injury patient who started eating? Oh, that's just one patient. Oh, that's blah, blah, blah. I mean, I've walked out of conferences crying, and I've got beautiful, beautiful Brits who tell me this is why my manager doesn't come for this conferences because they make a mockery out of it. But the higher self led me, and I proved all those surgeons were wrong. Today, I stand humble and tall, not with ego, tall for all the fights that I had, arguments that I had with my husband, and to prove a point that I can change people's life because it saves the money of the health sector here. It takes £22,000 to sustain a dysphagia patient that is having a tube through the nose or stomach, and the cost of the treatment is slightly more than 10%. I'm nobody. I'm just a speck of a dust in this galaxy. Who am I? I do not have any network or I'm not a millionaire. But friends, just follow your higher self. It was hard though, trying you're bullying with your husband, but today they're all happy. But again, for me to come to that this stage, my husband supported me, and the sacrifices that I have neglected my kids trying to coordinate with America till 10 or 11 o'clock. I
Wow,
believe my higher
that's
self
a
was there, honestly. Yeah.
that's a very
Today I'm
deep
humble.
and touching story.
Yeah. This is my baby. This is my baby. Every patient come to see me from abroad. Today I had patient from down south and from Scotland. This brown skin, honestly, it means a lot. It means a lot. This treatment is born in America, and oh yeah, another thing. Had I come to Stratford upon Avon or to Switzerland, I would have been just a speech and language therapist or pathologist, dysphagia specialist without this treatment experience. But I flew out to Hong Kong in 2005 before we came here to acquire this treatment. Now tell me, what is the plan? God wants me or the universe want me to give this to the public. And there were two other British girls who have acquired this training but never got this off the
Hmm.
ground. And they asked me to train them. And I went and I was flown down to Ireland to give training to the pediatrician and ENT. See, everything coincided, isn't it? For me, blessing from my mom and dad is so important. A to Z. A to Z. Whatever I have to do, or my life partner, or my kids, or job. And for him to bless us at that time, he too accepted that, okay, you got to go out because the discrimination here is too bad. You get a better life. And I think it's meant to be. I'm sorry if the story was long, but I realized today what the higher self and how it's led to me. And I constantly listen to it, not knowing it, but that was your gut feeling.
Wow.
That's my story. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
that's
much. I mean, this really makes us reflect on our stories, like how higher self or like how the universe guides us, even though it's particularly challenging at those times. We all only know when we go back, as Steve Jobs say, connect the dots. Connecting the dots by going back, we'll only know later. Yeah, thank you so much for reminding this and sharing with us your personal story.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mike.
And I see Ram. Ram, you are muted.
Yeah. Hi, Sashank.
Hi, Ram.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, that was a wonderful, wonderful session again. and the wisdom part of the soul lesson is, I think with every lesson there is an inching deeper and deeper. I really loved today's soul lesson and everyone's sharing. And even my journey was pretty much similar. I would say there were days when we started meditation sessions, with the little I was knowing, I just want to reach out and share the beauty of meditation. And then at that moment, I did realize I was doing things. So then when people used to ask questions, I was really striving to find answers. Till a moment, I realized I should not be doing, it should be done. And then I gave up to give answers. And then that is the moment answers, or let's say information, whatever is needed, was just flowing through me. That was miraculous, I would say, but somehow that was beautiful, because after the session is completed or when things are flown, I realize, wow, I never knew this information. And I just feel how grateful I always become whenever such things keep on happening. And many moments like that, or rather, I would say 90% of the events later on just followed, like I'm not living, but I'm lived. I'm not doing, but things are being done. So it's a beautiful journey. Still lot lot coming on this journey. So very grateful. I think every time I keep hearing these wisdom sessions, soul lessons, I do realize that what had happened was just well in alignment and uh, curiously waiting what is ahead. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Shashank, and thanks everyone.
Thank you so much for sharing this, Ram. It just shows us from different perspectives from everyone's life story. Thank you so much. Okay, that were a lot of life experiences. Anyone else?
Hello, Mr. Shashank. I'm Pavani.
Hello, Pavniji.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel very happy when I hear your voice, Uh,
I feel
I feel
happy that you're
very,
telling. Thank you.
very, more than what I understand or anything else. I feel the um, pleasant and peaceful vibration of yours, and I'm feeling very calm inside. So I felt that I should um, thank you for that.
Thank you.
And in the same way as Ram sir told, my experience also, I just want to share that when I came into meditation, I felt that in December, in August, I used to take some counseling sessions because I was in severe depression. So in few months, I was able to do meditation. I started meditating from December. So from December to January, I meditated, and starting from 10 minutes, I came to 3 hours of meditation. And then on January 1st, I took a resolution that I would tell 108 people in this year, and just to meditate. I'll just tell that you should meditate. Meditation is really, really important, and it helps a lot. That's all. I took a resolution. I didn't know that they would be asking me. I used to keep on telling. They used to actually run away from me whenever they see me, and she will start telling about meditation. Nothing more than that she'll speak. So people used to feel afraid when I come. So gradually they couldn't avoid me, and gradually one or two ladies asked me how to meditate. You please tell us and we'll meditate. We'll try. So I started with my neighbor and an auntie, and they started sitting in my house and meditating, and they used to get good experiences. I didn't know how to teach at all because I am a newcomer. So I don't know that this all this subject is there, and there's a lot and lot to understand. I really don't know anything. I was at the tip of the iceberg, and I used to feel that oh, like meditation means you should tell them to close their eyes and feel your breath. That's it. I don't know anything about it. And the life was very beautiful then, because I didn't know that there is so much of knowledge. So I used to freely go and say, and gradually it had happened. 108 people, I didn't tell the 108 people, instead of 108 people, 500 people started meditating actually.
Wow.
Yeah. And because I
Amazing.
didn't there was no mind at all. I used to feel from my heart then when I was experiencing all the questions and all, then fear crept into me. Then my mind came. People started telling that you don't meditate. That's the reason your energy is not working. All this I got confused actually. I didn't know what was happening because I didn't get time. All over the day I used to take care of my family. I have a multiply challenged boy. He's then 15 and a half years old, now 18 and a half years old. So so I used to it used to take much time to take care of him and everything. And all over the day in the midnight also I used to take calls from America, Europe, because that is an opposite time. I didn't sleep. I used to take their calls. I used to give time according to their convenience. So
Hmm.
yeah, I used to enjoy a lot. And meanwhile, it so happened that my meditation reduced because I didn't have time at that time. I didn't know how to manage. That would be the right phrase, I think. But now when I understood that there's a lot of knowledge and all, my mind comes now. People used to ask me to as much of time they sit for. Suppose they sit for 1 hour of meditation, they used to ask me to tell something, guide something. I don't know that there is some guided meditation thing, and I really don't know anything. I used to give guided meditations to them. I didn't know where the words used to come. They used to flow like anything. after
Yeah.
after the session, they used to tell me, are you seeing a paper and reading it out? I used to say, no, I'm just spontaneously saying, because I had an urge that people should meditate. That's it. I didn't have any other intention in me. So then I used to conduct such sessions. Now I'm not able to conduct because I have a lot of fear. I feel that I don't know anything, and all the mind comes now to me. So and that is a huge difference. In that innocence, I had beautiful experiences. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing this, Pavniji. For me also, like, if not for Nilima, Madhu, Akka, and Ram, for me also to take these sessions actively and share with you all, I was also afraid, like, am I really, I'm meditating for some years, it's okay, but am I ready to share, and not, it's not guidance, it's just let this energy through me. But it just took my first step. And we also have this next to everything, do it in German, and I feel the same. But to do everything, I speak German, but again to talk, to guide in German, it's again, if I think of my mind, like if my ego comes in, it really tells me I can't do it, but I need to let it to the higher self. It's a big lesson for me. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
yes,
May I add something to this one, please?
Yes, Ji.
yes,
Just now, what Pavniji said, Pavniji, when in the beginning, when you
yes. I'm not able to hear
whether
you.
you
Huh?
sing an Om mantra or you sing a Guru mantra, anything that you create for yourself as a ritual, as if you're telling the universe, now is the time to flow through me. So it could be a mudra you could use, it could be a mantra you could use. anything that you decide for yourself. And once you do that, that putting your ego behind is one thing, but also getting over the fear of doing something wrong is exactly what would happen to you when you do that. So just go in the trust phase and imagine that the gurus are flowing through you. So sometimes, even when you make a mistake, just remember that it's the universe. Probably it's speaking too fast or too slow. Accept it the way it is. Don't try to change it, and you will see that your fear is gone. Just 2 weeks ago, suddenly I was on a Sunday evening. I had just finished a workshop. I get home and I get a call from my brother that he had an accident and I would have to cover him for his workshop for a whole week at the North Sea. So within 2 hours, I had to drive to North Sea and cover him for a 7 day workshop, which was like 2 hours of teaching 15 people in the morning and 2 hours in the evening and 1 hour in the afternoon. So when I was going there, I was also wondering, oh, I have not prepared anything. I don't know the group. They love my brother's way of teaching. So how am I going to do that? And again, when I reached there, I exactly did the same thing as I always do. I did my mantras and I let the universe flow through me. And you believe me, after a week, everyone in the group was so thankful that they loved the way my brother teaches, but they said that the way you taught us was very different and we loved it. And also the yoga that I had done with the kids, the parents, they were so happy that I could show them a different perspective, and their kids were working in a team, taking responsibility. And again, I'm not going to say that it was me because I had just, over 2 hours of time I had to leave for this workshop, no preparation, nothing. But when you trust, things flow. So even that, putting your ego back is one aspect of this, letting the universe flow through you, but also putting your fear back is another aspect. So
Thank
maybe
you.
that helps you in the
Thank
future.
you so much for your lovely words. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sashank.
Thank you. Thank you, Anjulaji. Wow, it really shows how this divine energy is in this group. The energy is really dancing in this group. I really feel grateful for every one of you joining here. Yes, Sumati ji.
Thank you. Thank you to all the masters who've been sharing. I also want to just inform friends, masters here that I've been following my higher self, and I want to take this opportunity to thank Madhuji, because it was because of Madhuji that um, I was I kept her as a role model, because I attended the yogic excellence class and she was facilitating and comparing, and I had made a lot of phone calls to her to Germany to find out. And I was so fascinated that she and her husband Ramji had done so much of work in Egypt, and how their house was unconditionally, roofing people to come to meditate. So I just want to share that this week, my friend Deepika and myself, we are planning to just informally just start a small meditation group in just amongst a few of us, to see how it goes. So my friend will share the wisdom and I will conduct the meditation. So if anyone is interested, yeah, feel free to reach out. But our timings would be 8:45 p.m. to about 9:45. So if anyone is wanting to join us, just let us know. It will be more of women empowerment, and just to share knowledge, wisdom, and meditation. So yeah, thank you, Madhuji and Ramji, and other masters who want to join in. Please feel free.
Great, Sumatiji. Thank you for sharing. Great step. And I give to Madhu then to take over.
Shashank.
Hi,
Sumati
Ram.
ji, hi. Sumati ji, would you kindly share the details of your sessions in the group, in the WhatsApp groups, so everyone can go through them and then connect to the sessions, please?
Okay, Ramji, we are not as professional as you, okay? We don't even have a flyer or anything. It's just something ad hoc. We will send you the information, okay?
Yes,
So
yes,
these are
everything,
at
everything,
infantile
everything.
stage,
Yeah,
okay?
the moment you thought you will be available for others,
Yes.
everything will just happen. So,
Oh my God. Fantastic.
so
Yeah.
basically, congratulations for taking that step, and
Thank you.
thank you for bringing not only change within you, but also giving yourself so that others can also find that beauty within themselves. So, so very grateful to you and your friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramji. Thank
Sumati,
Wonderful.
Sumati,
Yes.
we are also not very professional. Okay, I can speak for myself. I'm not that professional. Okay, even though I've
you.
been meditating for a long time. Okay, so
Yeah.
so some of us will definitely join.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. You're from UK, aren't you?
I am okay, originally from Chennai, India.
Okay,
Wonderful.
that's fine. Okay.
So
Okay, that's fine.
it's
Thank you.
about Seva Bhav. It's not about being professional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm. Yes,
Yeah.
Sumtiji, I'm very, very happy to listen to this initiative.
Yeah.
It's really, really amazing because this is what happened with us. The moment we started experiencing a change inside us, we did not stay calm because there are so many people out there that we can't reach. So for them, you can be available and you can share your word to them. And as Anjali said, we need not to be professional. You know, when I started sharing about meditation, I just meditated for 1 week, and from eighth day, there is this deep urge inside me that what I am experiencing, I want to share. So we should not stay calm. And as Shashank's session today is about the moment you just surrender, the moment you are ready. Yes, I want to do this seva. I want to be available for everybody, and then everything will flows. And then you will wonder where is this coming from? Because if we are able to touch one person's heart, our purpose is served. We if we are making
Yes,
them
you're
all
right.
independent, that's it, that's it. It's really, really, I always tell this, that we are all making God's job easy. God wants all his children to be happy, healthy, and always smiling. So God doesn't want all his children to be suffering. So if we are able to create a little difference in somebody's else life by sharing our truth, that what we are experiencing, that's it, they will work on themselves. We have to just show the where the key is, and they will open the key by themselves, and we become we make them independent. So, and I'm very, very happy for your initiative, and I'm always available here. Please let me know what I can do for you, and I'm ready to do the flyer as well, because the moment you
Oh
said
my God. I'm
the
so touched, Madhuri. Oh
See,
my God.
it's all a
Oh,
teamwork, Samtiji. If you are reaching out to people, then how can we be calm saying that no, 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 I cannot do that? No, we all have to come together as a group, and we have to, support you in this mission, because you're not doing just a simple thing. It's a great thing that you all are doing. If you are sharing about meditation to others, don't think that it's very simple. It's really a great thing, and I'm always available. Please let me know what I can do for you, and we can all work it together.
I'm glad I
Actually, I
opened your
have
heart.
another
Thank you,
suggestion
Madhuji.
here.
Thank you. I will seek your help. Thank you for
Thank you,
the flyer
Samtaji.
and all that. And
Yes,
I'm
So,
please.
sorry, I want to say something else, Sashank, and to all the masters. My patients are predominantly white white UKites here. And I'm humbled to say I've introduced meditation in my treatment. As you know, I'm an independent consultant, and they are carrying out meditation. I did it today too.
Wow.
I put on some music and I've started, and they feel so good, so happy. And I got into this and I came to know about Dr. GK.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, Madhu, I'm not trumpeting about you, but I believe when there's something nice to be said, I want to say you were the light for this, because I know you're a very old and evolved soul. And I told my husband, this house is big, and I like what Madhuji did. I hope people come from all over the place to come and meditate here.
Mm,
Honestly, that's what I want, because that's what I've always been doing, helping out people unconditionally.
mm,
And there was Dr. GK had conducted spiritual tablet 1,
mm,
and then we moved home, and my husband told me, you're not participating in any more of this, because I'm the mother, I'm the wife, and the kids were having exam. And if I'm spending a lot of time on this, there was no balance. So I
mm.
said, okay, I have to listen to my husband. And I told them, okay, I cannot do spiritual tablet 2, because I have to study and prepare for the exam. It was hard
Yes.
work.
Mm-mm.
So Deepika, she's a GP,
Mm-hmm.
and Deepika is the one who called me. She said, Sumati, you got to
Wonderful.
do that. I
That's
think Dr. Deepika, isn't it? She pulled me into this. She says,
wonderful.
Sumati, do the tablet too. I said, no, I don't want, because it takes a lot of my time.
Yes.
I'm just meditating. I'm doing Madhuji's course. I mean, 5 p.m. thing. I'm happy with that. And guess what? This is another surprise that God gave me, because I always love to help people unconditionally, apart from what I'm doing.
Mm-mm.
And Dr. GK, I'm not a counselor. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a counselor. Dr. GK sent a psychologist to
Mm-hmm.
contact me last week, about 4 5 days back,
Mm-hmm.
and to give me a case. Dr. GK told her, go to Sumati.
Wow.
She can help out with this patient.
Wonderful.
We're in America and
Mm.
in India now.
Mm-mm.
And I can't believe it. I said, I'm not a counselor. I haven't finished my spiritual tablet 2 and done the exam.
Yeah.
Deepika is doing the course,
Yeah.
and it just fell on my lap. And I've
Wonderful. Yes.
counsel, and I did what I wanted for the past, I think, about 3 4 hours. I've
Wow.
zoomed in. Yeah. And now
That's
it is here. Yeah.
that's really great, Sumtiji. Yeah. The moment you say you are available, it is you have sent that message to the cosmos, and GK sir had picked it, and he's a wonderful master, and he had picked it in some or the other way. He sent you the people who requires help, and through your counseling or through your words, there might be some, like, there might be a great help that is going to get to them. That's why it is all orchestrated, and I'm very happy. And I have a question, Sumtiji. Is this the sessions that you are doing uh, in UK are in your home, or is
No,
it in the
it's
in
going
the
to be
Zoom?
it's going to be in Zoom, but I have
Okay.
my friends
Mm-hmm.
who told me they are just fed up of all this Zoom. They want to come in person, but I
Mm-hmm.
thought I'll start with Zoom first and
Mm-hmm.
then take it. I'm
Okay.
happy. Even if it's in person, we can always Zoom it, isn't it? For those who can't come. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking out
Yeah.
loud. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
great.
we'll catch up personally. I really need
Yes,
your
yes,
help.
yes. We'll do that.
Thank
We'll
you.
do that. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sumteji. Great initiative.
Thank you.
Sumiti, where are you from?
I'm from Malaysia.
Malaysia. Okay.
Can
You,
I can I take
Sumteji is
this,
living in
Madhuji?
UK.
Can
Yes,
I,
please.
and friends? I mean, we don't know. Can I take this great opportunity to welcome my sister? She's here,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Suvarna. Yeah, she's here.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah,
nice.
she's from Saudi. She's in Saudi.
Oh wow.
I'm pulling her into meditation.
Oh wow.
She likes
That's really
to
nice.
something. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad she came. I've been talking to her about meditation.
Wow. It's always a great gift that we can give it to our family and friends. So that, as I told, that we all have to become independent, and everybody is a master. And just by practicing meditation, as Shashank said, the divinity flow through us, and the moment we empty our mind, so I'm glad that you did it, Simtiji, and welcome Swarnaji for to the Beam family. Very glad to have you. Wonderful. All right, yes, Shashank, Master Shashank. Any last words?
Oh, I'm really overwhelmed by this amazing participation and sharing of life lessons. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Akka.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Shashank. So that's great, friends. Yes, lastly, Anjali ji, you were sharing something. I missed at that time.
Yeah, actually, I was just suggesting that if there are more people interested in starting groups, then it would
Mhm.
not be so helpful to make a flyer for them, but to show them how to make one yourself.
Oh,
So if
yes.
anyone is interested, I could do a Zoom session and show how you
Oh,
can
wow.
do a free of cost flyer for yourself online.
Oh, wow. Yes, that will be
Amazing.
Yeah,
that
so
will
that
be
will
that will
not
be
make
great.
people dependent on you, Madhuji, and you don't do all the work. That we all learn to do it ourselves.
That will be great. That will be great, Anjali ji, because I know there are many friends here in the group. They are doing great work, and as you all know that how much flyer makes an impact.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like that really the moment you see a flyer, it brings something inside. You know, like okay, I have to go there. Maybe there is something there. So yes, if everybody gets to learn how to work on this Canva, or you know, like to in the
Exactly.
online platform where they can work on themselves to
Yeah,
create flyers, that will be amazing. So
yeah.
yes,
So
yes, Anjali ji,
there
if you
would
can
be a
guide,
workshop on how to create your Canva flyers, and
wonderful,
then everyone could do go from there. And if people can send me a message in WhatsApp or just let me know when would be a good time,
wonderful.
and I'll be happy.
Okay, that will be great, Anjali ji. So are you in Beam family?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. I'll get your number from there, and we will fix a date in these coming days. There are so many people who are interested, and we can do a session.
Yeah.
So that will be
And also, I am pretty fluent in German. So if there's anyone who thinks that they cannot do the meditations in English or Hindi or any other language, because I'm planning to start a group for German-speaking people here,
wow,
because I feel I should actually, share it with so many people who are
wow,
restricted because of the language. So if you know anyone who is not coming because of the language, I'll be happy to take responsibility for
wow.
that too.
Wow, that's really wonderful, Anjali ji. You know, like Patriji had you know, like he's been working, and his mission is to share about this meditation to everybody. He wants to make them everybody independent. So he started this PMC Pyramid Meditation channel.
Yeah,
So we also have started PMC Deutsch.
yeah.
So we have
I didn't
conducted
know
a
that.
few sessions.
I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yes, yes, we did a program in September, last
Uh-huh.
September, in it's called Digital Meditation Summit Deutschland, where most of the sessions were in Deutsch. So we had Deutsch speakers, and we did the session. So that was the first session that we had telecasted in PMC Deutsch, and from there we started the translating, and we have Mukta ji who just shared you know, like a translated message of Patriji's teachings, so
Uh-huh.
that we are incorporating there in that channel, in that YouTube.
Wow.
So if you can be really available to help us, that would be really grateful,
With
Anjali ji.
pleasure, with great pleasure. I've just subscribed the channel.
Wow, that's amazing. And happy to have you in the team. Oh, we feel so great now. Now we are, Shashank, you have,
We are all
Thank you so
co-creators.
much.
We
Now
create it
it's all coming together. Thank you so
yes.
much. This is all teamwork.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm also working some creative videos that we can show in terms of cartoons.
Mhm.
So this will all come together,
Wow.
explaining in English, explaining in German, in Italian.
Yeah,
So let us all
Yeah.
work together.
Wow.
yeah, that's so lovely.
Really, really, thank you so much, Anjali ji.
Oh,
Thank you
with
so much.
pleasure.
It's a
It's,
great,
thank
great
you.
support.
Thank you.
because we've been living here from 5 years. Though we spread about meditation here locally, we before pandemic we had so many people coming to our home every day,
Hmm.
and because this technology is new, because people don't like to use Zoom, so we
Yeah.
want to at least give them the message in YouTube so that they can watch it later times.
Yeah.
So yes, that's the idea. So
And
that's
we can also do hybrid sessions where we do the sessions in present for anyone who wants to come in,
mhm,
and then also Zoom them. So for those who cannot be present personally, can do it on Zoom. That's how I do my session. So even during the Corona time, I did a lot of mantra chanting sessions and stuff
mhm,
like that because I really wanted to send some good vibes out there.
mhm.
And so yeah, very happy to do it anytime.
Wow, welcome to the team, Anjali ji.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you. So yes, friends, this is how we all have to support each other. Like we should, if Sumati ji is there in UK, and we all the friends from UK have to support Sumati ji, and like that's how we work. So if we are here in Germany, or if we are in UK, or if we are somewhere else in the other parts of the world, so that means our job is to create some difference to that place where we are living. This is what I always think, and I always believe. So yes, friends, let us all work for this cause. So thank you so much, everyone, and I really enjoyed. Thank you so much, Shashank, for today. You always bring so much energy and so much comfort to the group, that everybody shares and they opens up, and I'm so happy, and thank you for that, Ma.
Thank you so much, Aka, for this amazing opportunity. Thank you.
Wonderful. So Jignasa ji, before we end, you want to share something?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to share that today's session was really, really inspiring me. All the sharings and the talks we had. I'd mentioned to Madhuji in the past that um, I've been having some a strong feeling for um, um, write an article in the newspaper. For some reason, it just keeps coming once I do meditation, and I just haven't found the courage to write because I haven't done anything in literacy or anything special to write articles. So that fear was actually holding me back.
Mhm.
And after listening to all these experiences, it's kind of giving me courage to start something. So thank you everybody for sharing. Um,
Wonderful. Oh, that's really, really wonderful, Jignasa ji. The moment we drop the fear, we are connected to that universal mind.
yeah.
So just drop the fear, and you're always, like the divinity flow through you. So, like you always are, uh, you're getting help in an unseen manner. So sometimes a help can be, like not only through the physical people, there might be so many guides and masters and angels who are there. So the moment you just drop the fear, and
Mm.
then all the things that comes out through you is really wonderful, and it will touch many, and wonderful initiative, and I'm so happy, Jignasa ji. Thank you so much.
It is a local newspaper. So
Yes.
basically, it just they have asked me that do you have anything to share you can write in, and there is also a place where they invite people who are elderly. They come and pray. There is a
Uh-huh.
place here like a community hall. They
Mm-hmm.
come every Saturday
Mm-hmm.
and they do this, and I see all these things and it just tells me that I should also get involved in this, but it's just something that um, not
Mm.
the lack of confidence, I would say,
Yeah.
because facing the public and never done all that just
Mm.
uh, pulls you back. But
Yeah.
today's session is really, really helping. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Master Sashank, for this wonderful reading today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Jignasi.
Thank you so much, Jignasa ji. I'll tell you, I'll take a 1 minute. So I'll tell you my story, wherein I shared this problem of public speaking. Like I was raised in a family where my father was very strict. He was very protective. So we were never exposed to anything, any people, just school and home, and no extra activities in the school as well. So just studies and then home, mom, dad, and sister and brother. That's it. That's our world. Not even relatives we were talking much. Then after coming into meditation, something had changed inside me, that the strength, like the fear just dropped. And then I realized that why should I have fear, wherein everybody is me and me is in everybody. So then everything started to unfold. So now, even if there are 100 people or 1,000 people, I have no fear at all. That fear just dropped, because the moment you just accept everybody is you and you are everybody, so you are just, like doing, you're just being. That's it. And that will happen slowly. And you're the moment you come out of the cocoon, that's it. You start to experience greater things. You will fly high like a
Thank you.
butterfly. But the only thing is, you should not
That's the
stop
first
yourself.
step. It's like um, getting that's the biggest hurdle. After that, I think you get to understand how things work.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yes, so I'm really happy that I attended the session today. I got the time somehow. Evenings are very stressful for me, but today, luckily, this has worked out so nicely. I'm so happy about this. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jignasaji.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes. Bye bye. Yes, Varnaji.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi. Sorry, I missed out a couple of minutes of your session. I just had to step out to attend to something. Thank you for embracing me into this group. It has been lately that I have started this meditation,
Mm,
and I have been doing this. I've been encouraging my 13-year-old daughter to join, and we've been doing it together.
mm,
So I'm very excited to see um, how far or how much this could actually
mm.
enrich my life and my daughter's life.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward to join many more of your sessions.
Wonderful.
It is pretty. Um, um, it's an eye opener of the things that you all have shared, and I'm happy to be part of this family.
Wow. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Varnaji. Thank you. Thank you for gifting yourself the meditation. And thank you also for gifting your daughter the meditation. That's really wonderful. Thank you. Yeah. So, all right, friends. Then we will all see each other again tomorrow morning for the guided meditation, again followed by book reading session later in the morning. So, till then, friends, have a lovely day and a lovely night, and see you all tomorrow. Namaste to everyone. Thank you so much, Sashank, once again.
Thank you, Madhaka. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Have a great week.
Bye bye.